everyone, my name is RGoyette, and I'm here today to talk to you about planned giving and how Animal Rescue New Orleans can start their own planned giving program. So what is a planned gift? Well, a planned gift is a gift that a donor can leave in their will or their estate to a nonprofit organization of their choice. There are many different types of planned gifts, and there are actually many ways that they can leave one as well. Some people leave it in their will, their estate plans, also in insurance, and there's also trusts as another type. So why should RNO create a planned giving program? Well, first, planned gifts are just as important as the donations that you receive today. Having planned gifts could be the reason that RNO is still open during a time where the economy is bad. We've had a recent recession, and sometimes donors aren't able to give during those times. So it's just important that you have money in the reserves to be able to keep the organization open and also probably keep some of your employees. So let's talk about the knowledge of planned giving. How can you learn more of what it is if you're not familiar with it now? So my suggestions would be to meet with other nonprofit planned giving officers. Another nonprofit animal organization would probably be the best, but there are not that many around here in New Orleans, so I would reach out to the Humane Society of the United States. They're a national nonprofit animal organization, and they have a planned giving program in place. And they're also very helpful to smaller animal organizations because they want to help them grow. So I would suggest meeting with them, or if you can do like a Skype. Also, another tip would be to meet with a financial advisor. Financial advisors know the different types of planned gifts that you can give, whether it be in a trust, whether it just be something you build up to leave a large chunk when you retire. There's many different things that they can tell you about how you can leave a planned gift and what works best for your donor. Because it's important that the donor is set up that they have enough money in their retirement, but they can also leave a gift to you. I would also meet with an estate attorney, someone that plans wills and estates, because they can help you map out how the donor should leave the money to your organization. So making those professional relationships is very important, and I would keep that relationship open and see if they'll even charge you a nonprofit rate if you have a potential donor come forward and want more information and you don't know the answer. You could reach out to them for help. So now you need to build a team. I know that RNO only has 2 staff members and they are not related to fundraising as of now, but that doesn't mean you still can't have a successful planned giving program that is volunteer based. I would start with finding a core volunteer or volunteers that want to take the lead on this program. They want to be the dedicated planned giving officers for Animal Rescue New Orleans. I would also pick a board member that will oversee them, that they can have an ally to work with if any problems arise, how to go forward with anything. It'd be great to have a board member that watches over them, that they have someone to go to that might know more about planned giving. But it's also the entire board's responsibility about the program. So definitely it's not just on that one board member, but all board members should be involved, as well as all volunteers. It's really a team effort, but having dedicated core volunteers to be like the planned giving officer will help keep it organized. So policies and procedures. It's very important that you protect RNO. I spoke with a planned giving officer here in New Orleans at University of New Orleans, and he said that someone tried to leave them a gift, and it was a property, because you can leave real estate. It doesn't have to be a cash donation or cash planned gift, I should say. You could leave something of property that you own. And they did some investigation and found out the property actually was an old gas station, and they had tanks below the cement. And so it would cost UNO more money to remove those tanks, make the land safe, than it would be for the donation. So he said they have policies and procedures in place where they can decline a gift, and they can say it, nicely, that they don't offend the donor, but you don't have to accept every planned gift that is given to you. So it's very important to have policies in place to protect R&O, and also it must be policies that all board members agree on. So keep that in mind. All right, so now that you want to start a planned giving program, you need to have all the materials to now put it out in the world that you're accepting planned gifts. So update your website, add a page for planned giving so they know how to talk to someone, who to reach out to. Make sure you have the contact information on there for who they need to see if they want to set up a planned gift. Update anything you mail or email to existing donors. So like if you want to put something at the end of your e-newsletters or anything at the bottom of your brochures, something that you're always passing out to potential donors or existing donors, just update it to talk about how you're accepting planned gifts, you have a planned giving program, who to contact. Also, you can incorporate your planned giving into your social media schedule. So you might not want to post about it every day, but if you map out your social media, what days you post it, you can pick maybe 2 days a month to talk about it. So just incorporate it in that so it's out there to your many followers on social media. So now how do you find potential donors? Well, actually, you board members should be the first one to set up your planned gifts. This shows other donors how much the board actually believes in the mission. So the first people that should be approached about setting up a planned gift would be board members. Most of your potential planned givers are actually already existing donors, so you don't need to make them, you just need to make them aware that you have a planned giving program and you're open to accepting planned gifts. So that might be your donors over the age of 55. You might send out a newsletter or email specifically to them that talks about planned giving and if they've thought about leaving a legacy to something they care about. So just remember that. And then board members, is actually also your responsibility to send potential donors to the planned giving team. So it should always be part of your focus as a board member of this organization to find all those potential donors that will be able to leave a planned gift to R&O. All right, the most important thing about giving is actually the donor relationships. It is one of the biggest key factors in planned giving. Donors want to use their money to make investments into what they believe in. That connection that they feel with you and the mission is why they will set up a planned gift in the first place. Donor recognition is a way to keep your already existing donors. It's important that if a donor makes a large donation or asks for more information about a planned gift, make a phone call before you send a quick email or a letter. That phone call is more personal and it's definitely a way to connect better with your donors and make them feel more special. If you host any donor appreciation or volunteer appreciation events and you're inviting donors, make sure you send a special invitation. It makes it feel like more exclusive and it makes it important to the donor, like to make them feel like they are part of the organization's mission. All right, so now that you know about the knowledge, the tools, the commitment, and the ways to execute it, so those are the important keys that you need to create a planned giving program. I have all of that detailed and more in full in my report that I'm leaving with you guys. But if you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you about helping you create your planned giving program.